So do flu shots really work? And what really is the truth behind flu shots? Can you get the flu from flu shots? My name is Cheng Ron at the Texas Center for Lifestyle Medicine. I want to talk to you today about the flu shot. The flu shot has been a very controversial topic for a lot of people, but let's get right down to it. And so, one of the biggest controversies is the preservatives that are used in the flu shots. And so, there is a compound called thimerosal, which is a mercury derivative compound that is very controversial. And so, I'm not here to talk about the controversy behind it, but I'm here to tell you that you can actually get thimerosal free or preservative free flu shots because the thimerosal is only used in preservatives in multi-dose vials. So if I'm a pharmacy or I'm a physician, and this vial I can give it to multiple patients, this is called a multi-dose vial. So those have it in them. But you can very easily request, even from your local pharmacy, a preservative-free version where they order it and that vial is assigned to you. And so those do not contain thimerosal, but it has to be requested, and there are plenty of supply for the preservative-free version. So now that we got the preservatives out the way, the next controversy is, can I get the flu from the flu shot? And the answer is no. And so you probably hear a lot of people, or you may have experienced that, oh my gosh, there's this one year that I got the flu shot. It's the only year I got the flu shot, and then I got the flu afterwards. Well, you have to think about this with some statistics here. Those people who tend not to get the flu shot, but for some reason one year that they get the flu shot, is because that particular year they're more likely exposed to someone within proximity of influenza. And they might have gotten the flu already before they actually got the flu shot. And there's this viral period called the incubation period where you get the virus and nothing happens for a couple weeks. And then you get sick after that. So that incubation period, people tend to get flu shots during that incubation period after exposure. So there's a lot of people who actually have that happen to them, but in their mind is, oh my gosh, I got the flu shot and then I got the flu. Unfortunately, if you get the flu shot after you get within the incubation period after you got the flu, the chance of you being protected from that influenza virus is a lot less. Another controversy is that the flu shot doesn't necessarily work for all influenza strains. So every year, there's predictable strains that they make the flu shot for. And so these strains are all agreed upon of what they are. And usually there are three strains that are covered in the flu shot. There's another one called a quadrivalent that has a fourth strain that's covered. And so they usually come out at different times during the season. So you can have an early release, a release as early as late August and early September. And then you have a later release that could be released between December and even February, depending on the season. If the first shot doesn't necessarily cover the strains that we've seen in that season, there could be a second flu shot that's available as well. And so even though the flu shot doesn't cover against all the influenzas, it does cover against the three strains or the four strains, depending on which version you get, that is predicted for. One stipulation is that if you order the preservative-free flu shot, you may not get the quadrivalent version, which is the four-strain version. It depends on the season. It depends on availability as well. But that's okay. So as long as you get the flu shot, you're protected against those specific strains. Another common thing that I hear about people getting flu shots is that they developed an illness from it that may not be the flu, and that can happen with all vaccinations. And so that illness may look like a low-grade fever, a dull headache, lower back pain, or fatigue, and that can really happen with all vaccination. Or you can have local inflammation around the site, some swelling, and some soreness. But overall, I do think that flu shots are safe and they're really effective. And whenever you hear that, oh, I got the flu from the flu shot, take that with a grain of salt. Technically, it's not possible, but what we want to do is make the best informed decisions for ourselves. And this video is designed to just educate you, and you make a decision whether you want to get the flu shot or not. But I hope I put your mind at some ease. Thank you very much.